Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, there we go. Welcome to another live stream. How we doing? Glad to see you again, Focus. You were like, I know I did not miss this pre-graduation stream. I'm gonna make sure I'm right here. You saw the little YouTube thing pop up. You were like, immediate click. I know. I could just telepathically like sense it that you're like, no. I'm not having one of those again. So welcome, Holden. Holden to the stream. How you doing? Let me know how y'all are doing in chat. Is it loud for me? I can lower it down a little bit. I think it's just the background music for me. So yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I graduated. I got everything approved. I am gonna get my degree sent in the mail in a couple weeks, and then I'm done. No more college stuff. No more for anyone who's curious. I got a bachelor's in music. So it was a general music degree, and for this degree you had to choose a primary instrument, and my primary instrument was my voice. So I learned how to sing arias or think like opera songs. I learned a bit more technique, learned a little bit of theory, just a lot of stuff that goes into producing music and making music. So it was pretty cool. And then for my degree, since it was a general degree, I had to get like a minor in something. So my major was in music, and then I got a minor in history because I already took a few history classes. I just wanted something that was simpler to do and get done. So yeah, there we go. Done with that. Gonna get those in the mail sooner or later. And then besides that, I'm working on things for YouTube. I mean, well, the channel as a whole. I'm thinking about live streaming twice a week instead of one. So if I were to stream, say, twice a week, it would probably be like a Wednesday. It's really weird, to be honest, because I'm trying to get into this format where I'm like doing YouTube full time, where I'm making multiple videos at once, and then I'm also making shorts and then live streaming and stuff like that. But since I just graduated, I can't throw everything right now. It's like I gotta ease myself into it, if that makes sense. Because I'm not used to like treating YouTube as the big thing. It used to be school was the first priority, and then afterwards, you know, YouTube as like the passion thing. So what happened last stream? Nothing too crazy. I could probably pull it up, to be honest. I played the graduation music, which was kind of corny, but I liked it. Fun fact, y'all, I'm assuming y'all haven't seen it, but my graduation went viral because there was a lady who was doing a commencement speech, and she was like, AI is going to be the next industrial revolution. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I could show you guys. UCF commencement AI. Oh, wow. Yeah, it hasn't gone that viral. I mean, it's gotten 163,000 views on ABC News. Let me see here. But let me first answer your question before I go into other stuff. Let me go to live stream last week, because I believe all we did last week was just finishing up some of the missions. So I only have like one mission left. As far as I know, one mission left. Let me see here. I'm going to check real quick, and then we can jump into the video. We don't need to look at the UCF live stream crap. Let's see here. Yeah, because I only streamed for an hour. It wasn't anything too crazy. Let's see here. I'm just going to try to skip to the end and see if my memory comes back to me. I helped Sherma because she was trapped somewhere, and that was one of her missions. And I think I was exploring a whole new area. Yeah, no, it was literally just grinding out some quests. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. Okay. Can you let me know which person I mispronounced? Which person I said she to? Because I said she and he a couple times. So I'm assuming the he was for something I said. Sherma is a he. Got it. Thank you for clarifying. I was like, I know one of the things I messed up on. I just couldn't remember which one. I will try my best to remember. With how much I ramble, you know. Let's see here. Okay. This goes up top here. This goes right here. And now let me change this over to this. I'm also getting a Discord set up, which is pretty cool. I'm still trying to figure out the just everything that goes into making a Discord, because I'm treating it like I make it once and that's it type of deal. Like, I don't want to have to keep updating it with like new rules and new chats and stuff like that. So I'm getting everything set up now, and then once it's all ready, then I'll be like, hey, you guys are more than welcome to join it. I'm not going to make it a paid Discord. And right now, I'm leaning more towards making it open to everyone and then not having profanity or any of that stuff allowed. Because if I wanted to like have any sort of like leeway when it comes to that stuff, I'd have to 18 plus my stream. But I don't think it needs to be 18 plus in a sense. Like, if I don't imagine there's going to be anything like crazy going on during the streams. It's one of those things where I'm trying to figure out where my target audience is and what sort of age bracket it is, because it's around there. It's like young adults, so that can mean like anywhere between 16 to 24, I bet. Okay, let's see here. But just one of those things I'm trying to figure out all the specific details before I release the Discord and allow everyone to just join and vibe and whatnot. So let's see, volume check. Okay, so this is all I have left, as far as I know. All I have left is I need to go collect these delicacies of Farloom. And I'm assuming Farloom is all of this? Yeah. I'm assuming this whole map is Farloom. So I'm gonna have to look them up, I guess? Figure out exactly where each of these are. But I could show my completed quest. Let's see, is it in order on how I completed them? Yeah, because I did cloaks. I found Sherma. I found him in the Citadel Whiteward area. I did do the Wandering Merchant, and then I believe I did these four, and then one of the donations. Mossberry Stew is right above you at Moss Druid. Okay, that's a great place to start. It's right above me. Okay, let's start with that then. Well, there's an elevator on the other side, so I'm probably gonna have to use that. We go here. Climb up. Okay. Taking hard. What? What's up, pooping pigeon? You said Mossberry Stew is right above you, and you also missed the Crustnut and Sands of Karak. Crustnut? Okay. Sands of Karak. Okay, so that's there. Okay. So is that one I'm going to have to get. And then you're saying there's a talking. Oh, okay. Was that like does it sound rough, me talking, or are you just joking around? So I'm looking for Mossberry Stew. Does it show me Mossberry Stew on the quest? No. I don't know what it exactly looks like, but I'll look for it. So it's somewhere around here. I bet you get it for beating that one creature. Imagine. Talking is hard for me. That's fair. It's at the bench in Mosshelm. Okay, well I just made it to Mosshelm right now. So there's a bench all the way to the right. Yeah, you meant talking is hard. I got you. My bad, I was trying to do that. I'm saying my bad because, you know, I should be more locked in. Somewhere around here? Or is it the one above? Am I in Marrow territory now, actually? Oh, well, I can do this. This is pretty convenient. Look at me making shortcuts. Now, what if I were to go up here and then go left? You remember a druid? I don't. This was like a month ago. But yeah, I don't remember. Secret? No. So I'm gonna go to the bench over here then and see if this is the correct bench. Well, sounds like a druid. Hey, druid.
Buenera.
Hey, there we go. Found him. Druid, I require a picture of your Mossberry Stew to satiate a gourmand of the Citadel. Will you pass them to me? Oh, well, that was nice. Thank you. It's the easiest one of them all. Yeah, you weren't kidding. Alright, and now I knew there was a fast travel area, so I'm going to go right there. Down to the right. Perfect. And then from here, we're going to go to Sands of Karak. So blasted steps. Do I have any moss berries? Oh, let me see. I have 3. Do I need more? Let's see here. Sands of Karak is up top. Go back to the Druid. They sell for a lot. What do you mean? I'm rich. I'm rich. I want to flex. But I've got 220 rosaries. So I'm pretty loaded. Unless you're telling me they go for like 1,000. It's 150 per berry. Fine. It's not bad. Especially since I'm not even using them. I'm thinking about doing, I don't know if you were here for it, Focus, or if it was last week. Because I know if it was last week's live stream, you didn't hear it. But I've been thinking of some challenges to do for the channel. Yes. I got 131. Is it because it's not fresh? That one's 173. 157. Yeah, I can't argue with that. That was definitely worth it. Am I going the right way? I think I'm being stupid. Hold on. Yeah, I go here and then I drop down. Appreciate that. And with enough moss berries, which I think is 1 more, you get the Druid's Eye upgraded. Ooh la la. That sounds awesome. Up top? Really? You're joking. Okay, take 2. Blasted steps, here we come. So anyway, let's talk about the ideas. So the first idea that I was thinking of is called the Metroidvania Hater Challenge. And so if you've heard of it already, I'm going to just repeat it for anyone on stream who hasn't heard it yet. So in case you guys don't know, I'm not really a big Metroidvania person, as I play one of the most recent and popular Metroidvania games on the market. I went the wrong way. I meant to go to Blasted Steps. Anyway, this idea would be me trying to beat a game on my own. So a lot of these live streams, I play these Metroidvania games because there's a lot of people here, or at least a couple people who are really nice and tell me where to go. They're very forgiving with me when I have a hard time figuring out the directions for everything. So, and on that note, if one of you guys can let me know exactly where I find this item in Sands of Karak, this fruit or this food ingredient. But anyway, though, long story short, I would try to make a challenge called the Metroidvania Hater Challenge, where I would need to rebeat both Silksong and Hollow Knight from beginning to end, just, you know, the story mode. I just need to get through those on my own once. But since I've already played them before, I was thinking either I could do a third game I haven't played before and do it completely blind and see how far we can get, or maybe just do those 2 games and have some like extra restrictions. Because regardless of whatever path I decide to take, I'm gonna have like a challenge wheel or some sort of like challenge implemented. There's an item for the wish at Bellheart, the hardest one. Okay, so this one I haven't unlocked yet. So when we go back to Bellheart, I'll look for that. Right. Do you know where the fruit is? If not, fruit or food item, because I don't even know if it's a fruit. Sup, chap? What's up, bro? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Playing Silksong. It's in the middle of this room to the left. So where I was going? Awesome. Sounds great. You're going the right way? Of course I'm going the right way. I'm just built different. Oh, come on! Okay, it's this. It has to be here. I can smell it. Okay, no, I can't smell it, actually. I lied. Yo! Okay, bro needs to chill. I don't know how you missed it. I hate geometry. I'm getting nutmegged over here. Okay. No, I'm supposed to heal from you, and then I gotta get my lickbacks from you. You're not even here anymore. Okay. Let me go down. Let me just focus on where I need to go, actually. Is it here? Maybe that's why I missed it. Because, like, how am I supposed to grab it? Oh, well, that's one way to do it. Well. Okay, what if I were to do this? I gotta focus. I only got 2 HP. I'd be dead there. That enemy knows the Pythagorean theorem. Crazy. I'm assuming that's what you were trying to say. It's fair. I wouldn't know how to type it. I wouldn't know how to spell it, I mean. I could just tell. We're back here again, because I was about to get destroyed if I didn't do the quit tactic. The strategic retreat tactic. But yeah, I think that would be a cool video idea. Because I would explain the reason why I don't like Metroidvanias, or at least the idea behind them. I would explain that in like the beginning of the video, and then I would kind of elaborate on it as I play the game, and say the parts that I do like about Metroidvanias, which makes it hard to kind of like step away from that. You know the triangle, how you calculate the longest side? Yeah. Is that what you were talking about? Also, let's go to Belhart. You said the hardest one is here. I don't know if I've unlocked it yet though. Maybe I need to beat the last mission to unlock it. We'll see. Yeah, see, nothing. So I'm assuming I need to unlock it, but I also wouldn't be surprised if I've done it already. No, leave that one. It's a time flower quest. Ew! Well, it's not even there, so yeah, that sounds pretty nasty. Okay, we're gonna go back to where we were, and we're not gonna wait. Let me be smart. No, not that type of smart. Where's the bench? There we go. There's the bench. We're gonna not only have a new resting point, but we're also gonna have a better crest for traversing. It's there. They have courier. The couriers have it. Okay. The couriers got it. Okay, cool. Glad we're on the same page. So yeah, general idea. I would explain my critiques, or not even critiques. I would just explain my opinionated dislike to the style of Metroidvania games, which is the whole progression system where there's a lot of places locked, and I'd like to kind of know where I go. Wait, down? Okay, sure. And so I would just have to figure out how to make it into a nice short video. Because a lot of my videos, especially the one I'm working on right now, are too long. And even though a long video does sound great, there's a big issue behind it. It's going to take too long for me to edit. Breakable wall? Okay. I'll look for it and then I'll continue yapping. Okay, we're looking for a breakable wall. I wonder how far down I have to go. Because I was just told down. So I'm going to keep going down. Go all the way down, and then never mind. Not too far down, bruh. Okay, probably lower than this. Okay, it's got to be pretty visible. Is it you? Is it me? Say it's us, and I'll agree, babe. Jump in the kettle. Yeah, I don't think it was there. Up a bit, got it. I'm like, I feel like I would see it. There we go. There's just the little tiny cracks. Bug born of Farlim, you have been chosen, Mare Citadel, holy gliding. Pardon your soft shell. I think I'll be able to, once I like am able to sit down, I think I'll be able to explain what I like and dislike about it pretty well. Okay, so it's somewhere here. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to climb up, I bet. Okay. Wow. I love how that just happened. There. Okay, another one. Okay. There's something down here. And then there's something right here. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Hello! A pea shard. Or I think shaking. It's gonna drop down here. Play the needle in at the bottom of that pit. Okay. Is that it? I wanted them to say wow wow again. I can't even hit them. Do I have to climb all the way back up? Okay, let's try this again. I hit one. Why do I gotta hit them though? Okay, I don't know what to do here. I'm hitting them, but like there's a recoil to my thing. So it definitely makes it harder to like consistently hit them. Is there anything up top here for hitting them? No, this is where I was before. And then this is where I will be going. Anything new up here? Nope, I just gotta keep doing it? Alright. It's baby judges. Yeah, I got 2 hits now. Is there anything else, or do I just have to keep doing this until one of them dies? This feels like torture. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, I don't even want to hurt them anymore. They're not even doing anything. I need an explanation. You'll need a tool that defeats them in 1 hit. Okay. So that's for later, question mark? Or is that needed now, question mark? I'm assuming it's not here. Yeah, it's 1 up. Oh wow, I thought I was gonna have more time. I was wrong. Oh, let me try hitting some of y'all here actually, so I can deal with it. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay, cool. There's a journal entry, that's all, but there's also a lot of shards. Got it. A journal entry, that makes sense. Okay, and you said it was somewhere around here, perhaps. Did we ever figure out where around here? Oh yeah, we said it was down. Okay, let me get that. Trust. Trust, I'm gonna get this. Here we go, this is the one. That is not the one I like. Okay. Yeah, well, it's not here. You have got to be kidding me. I want to go back up to heal. No trigonometry on my own. Perfect. And then, if you keep breaking the spiky nuts until you see an item. Got it. See, that's my problem. What if I did this? Is this a shortcut? Use the charge attack? Wow. So, I need to remember what that charge attack is. Okay, I understand it now. Got it. Okay, and then this is just progression to where we were before. Got it. Okay. I got 2 HP to make this work. Time to clutch it out! Don't scare me. Exactly. Now this one, I am a tad bit nervous. I got this! I was gonna say, I'm not worried about that one at all. I am worried about what's down here though. With 1 HP, you're gonna have to forgive me for being a little nervous. Oh, hello. Is that extra string for little old me? Can I get up there? Aw, I want that. Please! Oh yeah! We're still alive. And we just got some healing. Oh yeah, we're doing great. Bro, don't use the needle strike for combat. Well, I mean, how else am I going to get used to it? Gotta practice it somehow. Okay, I'm not even trying to use a needle. I guess I should be using the needle strike. Maybe that's my problem. I gotta remember to use them when I need to use them. Okay. Oh, come on! Not me double dying. Now I gotta save and quit. Crazy. Oh, it's so far too. Was that not the area? I had to be close. Well, good for me for using the bench at blasted steps at least. Okay, run it back. This is just one of the fruits. You can use the beast charge attack for combat that helps you get close to enemies. Oh, awesome! So my go-to charm, I can use it for. Great. Got it. So, that was the idea for that one. Oh, come on. No, I'm not even... I'm not going to take a hit this early. I'm better than that. So... that was the Metroidvania idea. I still need to figure out the works, but I know I would be playing Hollow Knight first. I'd be beating it, and then Silksong. And I think before we started going more to the location of the game and everything like that, I think I was ending off by saying I'm trying to make my videos around 20 minutes. Because that way, because I'm trying to be able to like pump out a video every 2 weeks. That's my goal. Every 2 weeks, you guys get a fresh new challenge on the channel. Because I think my last videos are like 10 months ago, 10 months ago, 7 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. Extra damage gets you to approach enemies. Oh, awesome! We love that. We love our charge beast attack. I think this is the first time I've ever seen an autocorrect from help to health. I think that's kind of funny. Okay, it's not here, right? It's here. Alright, time to play this game again. Do they stay broken at least? In the jungle, the crazy jungle. How did I get hit from that BS? Come on, come here, buddy. Yoink. Hello. Oh, I wanted that. Hello. Beautiful. I want to get a couple charge attacks in while I still can. Boom. Perfect. That's all I need. Okay, and then we go down. This is where I died last time. Bomb path that leads to the big Pythag. Oh, great. One of those dudes. Is this the big oh, hello. Crush nut. This is what you're talking about. Boom! Let's go. We did it. Does that mean I'm free? I think that means I'm free. I think that means get me out of here, right? Is this the bottom path you were talking about? Because I don't think I explored this area. I'm gonna get one of those. Trust. I'm gonna get one of those. I still got a chance, man. There we go. Okay. There's the big guy. That would have been such a satisfying charge attack, yeah. That would have... Well, thankfully, nothing bad happened, nothing embarrassing happened, so we get to all move on. Alright. Fast travel point right nearby. What's next? What, I have to beat him? Does he give me something if I beat him? Because I don't want to go back and fight him if I don't have to. So that's one of the video ideas I have. That one. And then the other one I have... well, I'll do this first. Vintage nectar at halfway home. Move on? Yes. Gladly. It would be my pleasure. Halfway home, Greymore. Cool. So I literally just go to Greymore and go up, I guess. Awesome. So that's one of the ideas I have. And then the other idea I'm trying to do is called the God Slayer Challenge, where I'd be defeating gods in video games. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to beat every single god in every single video game. So in an article I had to read for video game music, it talked about God Slayer tropes in video games. And it gave specific categories. That describe different types of gods in video games. So there's like classic God Slayers. There's the God Slayer trope where a mortal gains the beings of a god. There's one where it's alien or technology that's perceived as godlike. And then there's Pantheon variants. And then as soon as I saw the word Pantheon, I was like, wait a minute, I could turn this into a challenge. And so I'm thinking that I would beat a boss from each category. And then I would spin like a difficulty wheel or a punishment wheel for every time I died and whatnot. And it would kind of relate to the game in some way. Just a classic enemy that drops enormous shards. Gotcha. And you're talking about the Pythagorean theorem guy. Got it. Alright. So we're trying to get the vintage nectar. Now, where in halfway home? Let me go right, because I think right is the start of halfway home. I think this right here is halfway home. This area here. So let me try climbing up. We're back here. Nothing I can do there to get up, unfortunately. There's probably an elevator somewhere. Actually, the term God is just used for powerful foes, bosses, and Hollow Knight. And higher beings is used for gods. Well, like, hold on. What is her name? Not the Grim Troop, even though I think the Grim Troop would be gods in this context. Radiance. Radiance, whatever the full name is, because I'm forgetting it now. Abyssal Radiance, something like that. That would count as a god. The big thing about the article too that I'd make sure to mention in the video too is that not all beings that are like, they don't have to be clarified as gods. They just need to have like godlike power, which sounds kind of weird. So like, for example, absolute radiance. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Not abyssal radiance. Absolute radiance. So beings that have that power, it would be like Ganondorf. So even though Ganondorf isn't really a god, demons fall under that godlike category because of the power and their impact in the world. Wally Warbles are hard AF, for real. That fight is a pain. Slug. Where do I go? Where do I go here? Do I need to stay in this area? On the higher being of green path. Yeah, stuff like that. Where it's like, it can be pretty argued, it can be argued that a lot of things that wouldn't be considered gods can be gods if they're high enough beings in the game. So that allows for a lot of games to be chosen. I'm thinking about either doing 5 or 4. I have to do Xenoblade Chronicles, which I'm assuming nobody in my audience is gonna know, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make it entertaining, but it's literally what the whole article is about. So I definitely want to mention it. I'm thinking about doing Cuphead, just because Cuphead's the big thing for my channel, and I think I could do something with the devil as like one of the entities, or that secret level as one of the things too. So I'm thinking about that. Think about doing Halo, because Halo is a great example of the alien trope of alien or technology being treated as holy. I think that would work. And then either I would end with Hollow Knight, or I'd also do Breath of the Wild. Bro, enter the building. I said halfway home, enter it. Okay, I got you, I got you. Wow, can't believe I got hit by that. Beret. So there's supposed to be a home that I need to enter. Oh, is it literally just one of those things where you walk up and say, hey, can I have this thing, please? If so, that's funny. Hey, could I have something, please? Yeah, sure. I guess that's why I needed the money in the first place. Okay, let's do this. No, I want to do boomerang. Let me stick with my old reliables. No need to overcomplicate this. Let's do this. It's gonna be bloody. That's music to my ears. You're right, you're right. I do want that. I didn't even think about that. I just had the other one set because I was grinding for a quest. And that was just easier to one-shot the enemies. There we go. Let's do this. Music is dimming. Well, that missed. Take 2! Dang it! Yeah, sure, why not? There we go. Alright. There we go. By the way, only use the charge attacks once you get in. Normal attacks are better after that. Okay, so this is what you meant when you said this was gonna be difficult? 2 bums. Oh, is this a corner I'm backing myself into? Whoa! Off-screen attacks are kind of lame. Off-screen attacks are kind of lame! I asked for that. Alright, I'm feeling a little angry. Hold on. Okay, come on, let me hit you. Let me hit you. No way. No way. Can I just leave, actually? Do I have to fight these guys? Can I just, like, get out? I just realized. What if I just choose that option? Ah ha ha! I see what you did there, buddy. You have me trapped in here. Very funny, so I gotta do your dirty work too on top of it. Good. I'm feeling clear. Oh man, I wanted that. Okay. Let's be strategic again. You should definitely play Pikmin. Is that a good game? Now that I think about it, don't use charge attacks after enemies already news you. It's very parry projectiles. Got it. Thanks for the heads up! Sometimes it's so satisfying to hit it though. Just going, shut up! Oh, are you the last one? I think you're the last one, buddy. I don't know how to tell you this, but yeah. Alright. What was that? What was that? Oh! I see you're a pretty happy fellow. What if I try to clean out some of the rubble first? I want to heal. Come on! You know what? Screw this! Okay, are we done? I think we're done. Nope. Music is still playing. Small plant man. Mark's not gonna play in it. 30 ship parts in 30 days. Okay. For real. Just clearing out some of the rubble defeats enemy. You also count as rubble. For real. Okay, let's see here. So you're done. The ants are just carrying bro away. What if I say no? Can I just say no to them? Okay, no, we're just gonna carry them away. Okay. Oh, hello. Looks like you're the last one. Okay. Wow. Oh, come on! Okay, so this is where it ends. Great. Whatever, at least I didn't die. The ending kind of sucked, but... Come on! Activate if you have invincibility frames. Thanks. Okay. Looks like I can't go out the way I came. I mean, the music stopped, so I know there's no enemies. Oh. Well, it would help if I actually grabbed the nectar. Yeah. Yeah, I just realized that, Focus. I just realized that. The one thing I kind of came down here for. I was ready to get out without even grabbing it. I thought I already grabbed it and then I had to fight them. Got it.
Has been?
There's a hole?
That's so scummy of him, bro. Come on now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the fight. Okay, what's left? One more. Courier's Rasher. Alright, I'm gonna head over to a fast travel point, and hopefully someone can let me know where it is. But yeah. So, I don't know how I would have to make it into 20-minute videos, but if I were to just do 4 games, it would be Xenoblade Chronicles, Cuphead, Halo, the first one specifically, because Halo has that giant ring, which is like religious, and then the last one would be Hollow Knight. And I do like Pantheon 5. I would do something difficult. So I do those 4, and maybe I could split those 4 into like 5 minutes each to make it like a 20-minute video. Or if I want to do a 5th one, I'd do Breath of the Wild again with Ganondorf. But I think I'm going to replace the Breath of the Wild one with Cuphead. because they kind of cover the same stuff. Ganondorf demon, devil demon, and I'm assuming people. I'm gonna go out on a stretch and say that my audience would like to watch me play Cuphead more than Breath of the Wild. And the only one left is the Time Flower quest. What? I didn't pick up the last one. Is that how you get the Courier Rasher from that? Okay, I'm gonna assume that's what I gotta do. I guess you do this one in the time, so you get the fruit through the Time Flower quest? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. That's how I get it? I didn't realize it was this deep. Just to get a couple fruits for a person. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. To the left. Now we go. Now we go here. Talking to you maybe?
Modella Luminarat
From the couriers. Oh, okay.
Buenera.
Modella.
Oh. Well, that was cool. I got a key. I'm assuming you're not the courier. Still need to get that. Bosses are rock bug, Wallywarbles, longneck cousin, mushroom spider, the grim reaper, giant bug, and the legs ball, and another rock spitty bug. Great names. You go up, you have a home now, really. Is it one of these? Yeah. Cool. I got my own bell home. That's sweet. It's very cool. 10 out of 10. Sit on the bench for a while, let her rest. For real. Even if it doesn't do anything, she deserves the rest. Take a nap, buddy. You've earned it. Hopefully they're not going to do anything scummy to you. I'm hoping you can let your guard down here. Aww. Aww. Look at this little bug. This bug said, I'ma head out. Bro, it's a hard life. I'll give her like 30 more seconds. Definitely muting that. I don't know how y'all have these Discord channel notifications on for anyone. She has a special animation for opening the map. Really? There's a sequel to this game, which is key diving. The evil man Louis treasure 3 more Pikmin. Okay, so you're talking about Pikmin. Okay. Confused me there for a second. Oh, wrong one. Alright, time to find the courier. Are you a courier?
Bonva Nama Elo.
Not you. Are you the courier? Sure. While laying down? I didn't realize you can have the... Never mind. I didn't understand what that meant, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's funny. It's like, yeah, let me just check the map real quick. That's funny. Dude, these details are what makes games like this the best, bro. You don't get this in like big corporation games, bro. That's specifically an indie feature, bro. That's amazing. I love that. That's awesome. Okay, I'm assuming you guys are the carriers? Yes.
Regina Fora.
Okay. How do I get to the Citadel? Before we even move, how do I get there? Give me the game plan, Focus. Give me the game plan. Let me know what I gotta do. While we wait for Focus to let me know what I gotta do in chat, or anyone else, you know, I'm not gonna make it exclusively Focus. It's just Focus. It's homie, who's been helping me out. Anyway, so those are the big two I'm thinking of. It's the Godslayer challenge and the Metroidvania Hater challenge. Originally, we did a live stream for the Cuphead boss spin challenge, where if you weren't there for it, it was basically every time I died to a boss in Cuphead, I respin, and whatever boss it lands on, that's the boss I go to. I have that one that I'm gonna start editing once I finish these Plants vs. Zombie ones, and then I'm also playing a Hollow Knight budget challenge, a sequel to the Cuphead budget challenge. They also went out of their way to make it so that a tool makes you take damage from frost. Really? To make it that a tool you only obtain after the fade out, which stops you from freezing, makes you take damage from frost. Interesting. You can go through the blasted steps route. Okay. Where's blasted steps? But I can't fast travel. So what do you mean blasted steps route? I gotta go to what? The Citadel? I need specifics here. This is like game plan material. So I'm going to the Citadel. Why wouldn't I just go up to Underwood? Oh, because I can't. That's why. You're kidding. So I have to go all the way from Bellheart to Shellwood to Blasted Steps to Grand Gate, then from there to the Citadel? Dude, what? Oh, we're not getting this done first try. The detail that makes you freeze slower is impossible to see in vanilla game. Okay. So we go from Shellwood. We go from Shellwood to Blasted Steps. From Blasted Steps we go to Grand Gate, which takes us to Coral Chambers. And then where in Coral Chambers do I go? That's the last question I need, and then I'll start Focus. Where in Coral Chambers do I go? Where do I go to return this fruit? Is it here at this icon right here? Is it this massive icon? Is it a bench of some kind? That's the last piece of information I need, and then I'll begin. There's 2 routes to Act 2. Judge, Blasted Steps, and the Mist route. Aren't we in? It's the courier icon. Okay. So you're the courier. Got it. I've never done one of the courier quests before, so I was unfamiliar. Okay. So the plan is run to the left, jump. Okay. Is it like if I get hit, I'm screwed type deal? Oh, you're one of mine. Okay. Dang it, I went the wrong way. Equip Silk Speed Anklets. Well, about that. Is there a bench I could save at, or is benches not allowed either? feel like I'm making okay progress so far. Oh, okay, cool. It's got durability to it. One hit, I'm not screwed. Now I'm probably screwed, but this seems doable. Oh, I didn't pay for either of these? Sure. I'll pay for them now. Why not? I got time to... Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's why I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. You're the bench I needed to do from earlier. Or maybe this is the stupid one where I have to pay for it? Nope. This is just something I never did. Hey, I appreciate the cutscene, but I'm a bit of a time crunch right now, actually. So, first try is probably out of the question by now, but, Okay, is this where we've got to be creative and go up? Yes. Yes, it is. How do we get up? That's the question. Okay, that worked. Now what? You've got to be kidding me. How do I get up? I'm wasting all my time here. I didn't even figure out my route. I'm going to the right. I wasted my time. Okay, so here then. When to get hit for 3 or 4 masks. Okay. There's just not enough time. Okay. I think I've gotten hit for 2 masks so far. And obviously my time is not the best. Okay, well. Can I quit now? Nice. Love it. Because I've been hit. I've been hit too many times based off of what you just said. Okay, now I'm here, and now I need to climb up to go to the right. Is this the right way? Yeah. Maybe. I'm not saving anymore. Really? You take a hard fall or a sprint bonk effect. That's cheating. That's not cool. The thing's about to break. And I gotta go through all of this. Well, that may help me out later, I must say. It's actually like that for all deliveries. It's actually, oh wow, they don't mess around. Use that to my advantage. Thank you very much. I got 1 bar of juice left. I've got 1 bar left. Yikes, I'm not even all the way past blasted steps yet. It spoils a bit faster, great. Everything causes it to spoil, bro. Ooh, I'm on the move. I'm on the move. It ain't over till it's over. I know I don't really have much of a shot, but... Screw trigonometry. Okay, is it spoiled yet? Dang! How far did I get? I got almost to the Grand Gate. Okay. Where's my nearest fast travel? I just gotta not save. Okay. Okay, this is gonna take a few tries. That was just to familiarize myself with the path. I didn't get through the whole path, but I got the speed anklets equipped, right? Good. Good. So I can't swim in the water either. I mean, I will for now, but... Okay. Yeah, this is gonna take a few. This is gonna be the last thing. I'm calling it now. This is gonna be the last thing we're doing for the stream. Is this? If this is the last thing, can you tell me what happens in Act 3? Like, obviously, don't tell me what happens. But can you let me know? Like, is there a lot to do in Act 3, or is it like Act 3, you fight the boss again, boom, new ending? Because if there's a lot of stuff to do in Act 3, as an act would imply, then we'll do this quest. We'll unlock Act 3. We'll get to the Act 3 section. And then we'll just stop it right there and then resume next week. There's a lot of new stuff in Act 3. Awesome. Okay, so we'll do Act 3 next week. Because what I'm thinking is... I'll still have to figure out if I'm going to start this Wednesday or next Wednesday. But I'm thinking Wednesdays will be my other live stream days. And you guys can let me know how that sounds. I'm gonna save here, so that way if I get screwed over, I can just run it back. Okay, first area, boom. Next spot, jump up top. On the move, on the move. So far, so good. I'm definitely gonna get annoyed because these hits here. But you got 2 new areas to explore and a bunch of foes to collect, so no Act 3 setup until next stream. Okay. Alright. Okay, so is this where I messed up last time? Where I need to go a different direction? Yep. This is where I went too far and I need to go back right. And then I climb up from here. So where it says bench, I say no thank you. Got it. Dude, come on. Alright. I'm gonna keep trying, but I gotta figure out what to do here. Maybe Beast Crest is not the right move, you know? Crazy statement, I know. Maybe Beast Crest is not. I recommend going up in the long room with water. Bellway? I'm so confused. What do you mean? What do you mean? I recommend going up before the long room with water. What water? Do you mean... Okay, so I'm hearing about... You're just saying that whole section there, just go in the water? But then what do you mean, and going straight through the Bellway? Straight through Bellway? Where's Bellway? Where's Bellway? I'm lost. I don't know what you're talking about. My poor brain. My Bellway? Are you talking about like a fast travel Bellway? I thought you couldn't use those. Bro said wait. No, I'm gonna try out this Bellway. I'm gonna see if it kills it. Because I thought going through a Bellway would kill it. Yes, Red Vlog, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go to the Citadel. You're gonna do a thing real quick? Okay, I'm gonna do a thing too real quick. Because if I were to take this fast travel, I would take it to Blasted Steps, I guess. Yeah, it just instantly destroys it. Exactly like I thought. I've been super busy. Gotcha. Bro, the thing got destroyed instantly. Just Bellway. If only it was that easy. I will change. I'm going for Traverse. So we're gonna remove you or put you back. We're gonna play this game again. Of you to you. Yeah, because I want Reaper, right? Or do I want, yeah, I want Reaper. And I'm gonna change you out for you. And then we're gonna also equip Speedster. Yeah, sure, why not? Even though I didn't really need to, I don't mind. I try to go as many as I can, though. I appreciate it. Thank you. This is the area, I think we're getting into the area where I got hit last time. So I got hit somewhere here. Okay. Okay. So far so good. Bench. This is our first checkpoint, and then we immediately go back. Yeah, no problem. I got Mortal Kombat 1. Great game. Really? Who's your go-to player? I feel like my go-to player is Johnny Cage. I've always been a big Johnny Cage type of guy. Okay, so you're gonna be a problem. Come on! Okay, what if I just like actually just destroy them before they can even do funny crap? I can make it there in time. Awesome. I only got hit once so far, so I'm not too distraught. Okay, now we're here. And now we go right. Right? Do we go right here? No, we go up because the fast travel doesn't work. And now I've got to take the long blasted steps route. Start from here. Another bench. Love it. Okay, love that. Awesome. So far, so good. Just stopping by to say hi. I have to go. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by, bro. Appreciate it. Getting rid of geometry now. See, I'm locked in now. I went the wrong way. We can make this work. Improvise. Improvise. Improvisation. Oh, you gotta be pulling my leg here. I gotta figure out where to go fast. Okay, I'm getting screwed over here. Okay, I've got to go left and up. Got it. I missed it. Okay, we're running back here. You've got to be... Nah. Now we're just throwing hands. I gave up. I gave up on this run. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. You got the route now? See, This is why having a Discord would be so nice, because people could just post it there. Alright, where is it? Here's the... Oh, Cole, you just made it a picture. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, bro. That makes it so much easier. And then you added me. Awesome, so I could see it. Okay, hold on. I have it right now. Here's what we're gonna do. Report. That'd be crazy. Hold on. I got this, broski. Hold on. Let me cook. Let me cook, bro. Ooh. 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 Save as. Yo mama. I don't know why. That's just the first thing that popped in my head. Desktop. Boom. Boom. Now we go over to the stream itself. OBS. And now we're gonna do... Yeah, I don't have Discord. That's fair. Okay, let's see here. Now I just need to find whichever one it is. It's not you. It would be... June. Perfect. My old schedule. And now we go to desktop. And now we do Yo Mama. Perfect. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Isn't super accurate because I could tell you drew with your finger. Now it looks fine though. Okay, so this is... I'm keeping it on there for a second. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not playing the game just yet. So let's see here. We want to try to follow this. This idea of going there, then there, then there, 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 there. We're just gonna put this little thing in the corner here. And I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna have a full screen option. So, if I ever want to, I can just do this. They're putting AI in the fake Twitchers. Ew. Ew. Burn 'em! Burn 'em! So what if I do that? Okay, cool. So now I have a way where I can just easily get over there and go, okay, let me see a bigger version. Okay, cool, and then we put it back. Awesome. Alright. Pooping Pigeon, I got you. I'll take them out right now. Twitch. How do I ban them? Ban. There you go. They're banned forever. Have no fear, Pooping Pigeon. They are gone. You got it? I can delete from my channel. That was... Yeah, you can delete it. You're good. I have a post on here. I saved it as a picture. So you're good to delete it. I just think that's very funny, Wolf. For real. Alright. And you probably need the thing. Take whatever. That's gonna be the whole stream, chat. No, we're just gonna keep going. No, I thought you'd be hitting that guy. Now all you gotta do is to be fast. You got 2 masks of wiggle room. Awesome. So about that, I looked at the chat message and I got humbled. Did that count as a mask? This is really the way I'm supposed to go? I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to go. I think it'd be... Okay! I got hit too many times. No, this wasn't the way I was supposed to go. Can I just undo all that? That was just a bad start. That was a bad start. Awesome. Now I can just save and quit whenever I feel like the run is dead. Perfect. There we go. It starts now. Speed. We keep going this way. Wait till we see the bench signal, and now we climb up here. Nope, wrong way. Come on, that counts? Okay, now I'm being stupid. Yeah, you gotta keep going, right? Man, I'm tempted to just restart here, but I need to at least make it through this section before I start restarting. So yeah, that time I didn't lose anything. So is it here, I guess, is where I need to? Not the first bench sign, but when I see the bench and that other sign. I guess that's when I need to lock in. There we go. Come on! It's right there. Okay. It's not where you're supposed to go, but okay, I guess. My bad. My bad! We improvised it here. We improvised it. We improvised it. We improvised it on the spot, you know? We'll analyze after I die or after I lose. We'll analyze where it went wrong. And where I need to recover. Is this the right way? Yes, this is the right way, dude. Okay. Almost got me there. Now, from here, where do I want to go? What I've been doing, I guess. Nope. Awesome, love that route. Over here, go up top, psych it out. Do a little dance. Here. I just don't go all the way to the room because it's dangerous. I see, I see. It is indeed dangerous, I can confirm. I was ready to reflect that. Okay, is this the way? No, it's up. It's up! We're going up on a Tuesday. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me! Okay, this has to be the way. This is not the way. This flying bell throw is further tolerant. They hit you easily. Nothing can hit me anymore. I'm invincible. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yo! Lock in! Thank you. Oh, imagine I could have done something with that. Is this the right way? I'm losing myself here. Listen. Oh! Oh, this is the furthest we've gotten. This is not the furthest we've gotten. But it will be. Momentarily. You! You! Oh, those trigonometry bugs are the bane of my existence. Is this the right way? Okay, cool. Get me out of here. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we just go up top to the right. How do I do this? Like this. Boom, up, boom, up. There we go. Okay. I have no idea what's here in this Grand Gate area. Okay. So now I gotta climb up through this Grand Gate and just climb. Okay. Don't remember what this one was like. Oh. This was this one. Wow. Gotta do a good bit of dancing here. Is it right from here? I had to go down some? No way. I had to go down? Okay, fine. Not here. Not here. What? What? Oh no. Did I mess up somehow? I think I messed up somehow. Alright. Let's see here. So I'm supposed to go into that right path like you drew, but I couldn't find the right path. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's go back and let's try climbing the thing up again. And look for something on the right side. Maybe it's a breakable wall I haven't broken yet. Okay, so nothing here. Listen, if the thing expires, the thing expires. We need to do this in order. This is where it's supposed to be. I'm not tripping, right? I'm not tripping, right? This is where it's supposed to be. Well, looks like I found my way. Well, luckily I was able to figure it out with my own big brain energy. Okay, well, time to get through a whole new area. Huh? Oh, it's already broken. Alright, well that takes care of that. Okay, is this the way? You said... I can't read that. We're just gonna go up right, I guess? Can I go right from here? Nope. Don't let this be a dead end. Don't let this be a dead end. It's not a dead end. Okay. Now I climb up from here. This may take 3 more tries. I think 3 more tries would be a fair assessment. Up. Just keep going up. Up then up. No way! Dead end? No. No! That is not a dead end. Where now? Okay, up. Oh, this is gonna be close. I don't think I'm gonna have enough juice to make it, but up left. One more. Oh, you thought, buddy! Screw you. Wow. Bro couldn't even hit me. Wasted my time. I lost because of, well, I mean, I didn't have enough to begin with. Okay, so I made it to here. How much more did I have? Okay, I just need to go up top to the right. Okay. I was close. I just need to go up a little bit more and to the left. Yeah. Cool, cool. I think we figured it out. Do it again. Let's do this, team! Feeling pumped. Feel like we need some music. What music do I have on here? Sure, why not? Let's go! I'll make more music, don't worry, chat. One of these days. Okay, I kind of want to have the audio on. I kind of want to have at least the sound effects on, so let me change that real quick. So we're going to go options, audio. Come on! Wrong one. No. Here we go. I wonder if this is going to be more distracting. We can't get hit in the first sections. If I get hit in the first sections here, I'm saving and quitting. Come on! Why does it have to go so high up? Very fast. wasted a whole bar there. Okay, this is it. Getting used to this pathway, so I'm gonna kind of stick with it for now. It's starting to become muscle memory for me. Okay, where am I right now? Climb up all the way to the top, and then we go right. Nope, not here, and it's not going to be the next one that shows up either. Can't do anything here. Can't do something here though, which is nice. Okay, up top. To the right. Current match number is why the 4 zeros? That is an interesting question. I don't know if we'll ever get an answer for that. Maybe they just wanted to put more zeros. I imagine it's probably just like an error or something simple like that. Okay, so now we just need to go up here and try to avoid getting hit. Kind of at this point. That was a leap and something else, dude. Am I going the right way? Yep. Such a special patch, you need to be 30k instead of just 30. Yeah, that is actually kind of funny. Woohoo! That was a close one. Oh, wow. That was also a close one. I got back-to-back close calls. Okay, so. Okay, that's done. We're just gonna see what else do I have here. Sure, why not? Come on. Go to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, come on. Please tell me I'm going the right way. Sometimes I don't know if I'm even going the right way. I'm gonna die if I don't sit down and lock in. I'm gonna get my butt handed to me. There we go. There's my opening. Up to the top. Da, 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 da. Is this the way? I think I went down the dead end, yep. This is where I struggled last time and ended up fighting a dude that didn't even need to be fighting. Okay, is it right from here? One up. I haven't been this far. a little lost. Never mind, you got it. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna stop the music though. I'm close. Okay. So am I wrong for where I'm at right now? Do I just need to keep going right? Okay, I'm lost. I'm lost. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Up a bit? Okay. Just a couple Ren for the flex. Up a bit. Okay. Here? Okay. Don't let this spoil because you're stuck. For real. Because you're lost. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where to go! I feel like I'm right there. Where should I go? Let's stop. Let's stop. Let's not sell this. Let's not sell this. You know where I am. Or at least I hope you know where I am. I don't know how I mixed up, stuck, and lost. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. We just need to not get stuck or lost and just figure out exactly where I need to go from here. So I went up a bit and now I'm in this section. Do I need to go back down? Do I need to go a different direction? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Because I don't want it to spoil on me. We're so close to victory, you know what I mean? Hallway with the levers and up. Hallway with the levers? I don't know where that is. Hallway with the levers. There's no levers here. Okay, so hallway with the levers. So are you the hallway with the levers? Okay, you're nowhere. Okay, I'm gonna go back then. Okay, these are the levers and then up from here. Got it. Okay.
Benny Frank.
Nice.
Buenera.
Okay. Got a needle upgrade. That won't be free this time.
Tamiyan.
Oh wow. That looks nice. Post-graduation? Congrats, man. Yeah, thank you. I did a pre-graduation stream last week, which was literally right before I had to leave to go graduate. And so now this is just a chill, finally finished college stream, and then I'll probably make a YouTube short in the future that's going to talk about my plans with the channel and whatnot. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And okay, focus. I see your BRB. Mighty Master, how long have you waited to set your jaw upon? Here we go. Oh, credits open. What's your major? Music. Okay. Well, at least I finished that wish.
Yanara.
Wow. So yeah, it was a major in music, which was like a general music degree with my primary instrument being voice. So I learned a lot of that stuff. And then I got a minor in history. Oh, nice. What's your favorite game based off of their music? Right now, like, I haven't analyzed the music yet, but, like, growing up, there's an RPG called Octopath Traveler, which I really liked. That one just had really good, like, battle music and felt fresh, no matter how many times I listened to it. So I really like that game. I've been listening to a lot of music from Breath of the Wild, so specifically listening to characters' themes and hearing the progressions, which I thought were pretty cool. And then, of course, you know, listening to Silksong and Hollow Knight's music. Always a banger. The pale trifle is yours. Take it and leave. My master needs time to reflect, and I must ponder on flavors. Pale oil. Katamari Damacy? One of the two? Let's see here. Just gonna look it up on my phone because it's easier that way. Katamari, that sounds familiar. Got it! That quirky music. I don't know if quirky is the right word to use to describe it, but yeah, they've made a couple versions of this. The classic, you start with a small thing, you roll up things, you make it grow, and then you start taking down buildings. I love that. I have one of the games. I have one of their newer ones. I don't have that one you're talking about specifically. But yeah, the music in it definitely really fits the vibe of a game that's different like that. I know different is a really, like, broad term to use, but I haven't played the game in a while, and I wouldn't want to, like, miscategorize it, if that makes sense. If anything, I think the music does a good job emphasizing the whole grow factor in the game. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I feel like it's up-tempo. Okay, so we finished everything, I think. We finished all the quests. We have none left. We have none left. We completed all these. So I'm going to go over to Act 3 and we'll see if it'll, maybe I'll wait till Focus comes back, see what Focus wants me to do. Because I think Focus said they want me to look at some more stuff over here before I go to Act 3. Have you, I'm going to say Jonar. You can let me know if I said your name wrong. But Jonar, have you ever played this game before? Oh, it didn't update. Okay. There are so many different genres they've explored, so it can be hard to describe it as one thing. Got it. Okay. No, it appeared on both. I just didn't read it for some reason. But yeah, have you played Silksong before or Hollow Knight? I'm in the Citadel currently, around that area you're in. Got it. Okay. So you haven't beaten the game either? I say either like I haven't beat the game. I just recently beat it. I got one of the endings. This is kind of like Hollow Knight where you can get multiple endings too, which I think is great. So nope, you've beaten the game before? Or nope, this is you haven't beaten the game? I forgot how I phrased the question. There we go. Have you beaten the game? Let's see if we can get a double nope here. Haven't beaten it. Awesome. Thank you. Cool. Then I won't spoil anything to you. I don't think we're going to do anything spoilery right now. I think maybe I'm going to either get over to the Act 3 area or I'm going to figure out where I need to go next. So there's a key locket there. Kind of already forgot this area, to be honest. Okay, well, I haven't gotten that key yet for some reason. I've already been here before. There we go. I'm thinking, let me go over to Bone Bottom. Let's go to Bone Bottom. I would go to Bellway because there's a nice little apartment you can get. You get your own little room, own little house in one of the villages in this game, which is really cool. Have you been Hollow Knight? Like, have you played Hollow Knight, or is this your first entry into the series? Ooh, no, actually, I will go over to the hotel just so I can show it to you, because I think it's pretty cool. Because apparently that's the only, I've been told this is the only spot where Hornet actually lays down and rests, which I think is pretty cool. Over here. So So I'm gonna let good old Hornet get a well-deserved nap over in this area. Yeah, I've been Hollow Knight. I only have to beat the Pantheon of Hollowness, and that's under 12. Nice. So you've literally gotten everything else. And then if you wait long enough, apparently she goes to rest. There you go. Which I think is awesome. One thing I love about indie games like this is all the detail they put in the game. You don't see that in big corporation games anymore. I felt like they used to do that, but definitely not anymore. Yo, that's cool, right? I mean, Focus, when Focus comes back to the stream, Focus is one of the big people that have told me all these cool little details and knickknacks in the game. But that's why Team Cherry is goated. Team Cherry, and I always try to rep for indie games because of that. Because they're the ones that I would argue are the most passionate about the game. They're the ones that put just those little details that add into the world building. And I don't know if you know, I don't know if you remember, but while you're on a bench, you can check the map, and this is what happens when you check. There's a whole custom animation apparently, where Hornet just like opens the map while laying down. That little slight turn there. I think that's a very cool detail. Definitely one of my favorite things in this game. Like, even though I've already played a good 20 hours at least in the game, that's definitely one of my favorite features. Just seeing that. I like the beast crest. I love the crests in the game. I like how it's different from the charms in Hollow Knight. It takes a bit to get used to for me at least. I say this like you haven't been playing Silksong. Just in general, for anyone who's listening right now, I think that's the big difference between the two. So now my question is, I'm assuming this is your first stream you've seen of me, then, which is awesome, because I feel like a lot of people who stop by and see my streams, they stop by because they've seen all my Cuphead content. I plan on releasing a Hollow Knight content in the future. I plan on doing 2 videos that involve Hollow Knight, and then 1 that involves Hollow Knight and Silksong. Did you get the needle upgrade? Not yet. I got the oil, but honestly, I was waiting till you got back. I wanted to show Jonar the cool little sleeping animation here, because they haven't seen it either. So we were just geeking about how cool this is, that sleeping thing that you showed me. So I can go ahead and get the needle upgrade now, since it's right next door.
Miss Veer?
Well, Yanis.
Yeah, sure. This needle upgrade actually has lore. Crazy. Well done. Would a miracle work again upon a seal so fine?
Fadastama.
The blade was gifted by a noble tribe of my homeland. They forged the strongest steel, though is rarely seen. Okay.
Praveen.
Nice. When I ended up in the Citadel, I was stuck with a Beast Crest, which I had gotten a few hours prior, so it took me a while to get far enough to find a bench. Yeah, for real. When you play it for first, it definitely seems odd. But I'm telling you though, I love that. That's my favorite crest in the game. The Beast Crest, because when I played Hollow Knight, I was Strength, the permanent Strength, and Quick Slash, or whatever the charm is called, where you're able to, like, ooh, that's a nice Hive Steel Needle. Wow. That's cool. But yeah, where's my charm? There it is. I just love playing up close and personal. That's my go-to attack style. Just being able to go up close like that, and then being able to like juggle on top. These and Hollow Knight made Hornet's Needle. Got it. So that makes sense why it has that sort of hive pattern, the hexagonal pattern. Very nice. So I'm thinking we just talk real quick and then we'll end the stream. That's the vibe. We can figure out where to go next week unless you want to tell me. So yeah. I think that's really cool. Honestly, it's starting to grow on me. I think I'm a pretty aggressive player, so it matches my gameplay. Yes, dude, I'm telling you, that's where it's at. If I'm playing the game like Hollow Knight or Silksong, where there's all these enemies, I don't want to like retreat and go back spell. I like to get up in their faces and rip my needle or my claw or my whatever into their face, because there's just so much thrill in doing it like that. Like, if I want to like draw back and be strategic, I'll play an RPG. I play RPGs. I'm still trying to beat Persona 5 right now, and I'm trying to beat Xenoblade Chronicles for a future YouTube video. Also, it's just a great game. But like, the sort of satisfaction and adrenaline I get is just from getting those combos up close. It's very, very fulfilling. The oil exposed the hive seal. Okay, so that's why. So that's why we're able to see the pattern. That's the specific reason. Okay. Whew. So yeah, I'm hoping I'm able to beat Hollow Knight Silksong soon, because the idea is one of my videos that I'm planning on doing, Jonar, is called the Metroidvania Hater Challenge, which is a challenge I want to do because I'm not a big fan of Metroidvania games. I think the specific reason why I'm not a big fan of them is there's something about the exploration and that type of games I don't really like. More specific, the restrictions. Because like the world building, the storytelling, that whole idea behind the exploration is phenomenal and amazing, and it allows opportunities for little details like this. I'm specifically talking about from a mechanical gameplay standpoint. This idea of being locked and restricted on where you can go, and you have to eventually figure out where you're supposed to go, and a lot of times you just have to guess. That part makes it difficult for me to play these type of games without, looking it up and whatnot. That's where I would start to get a headache or something like that. Because believe it or not, I don't know if you guys ever get headaches, but I definitely have had friends in the past and a friend now who has headaches playing some of these type of games. Metroidvanias are my favorite. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole reason why Metroidvanias are a thing now to this day, is that there's a lot of opportunity that can go into this type of genre with the whole exploration and stuff like that. It's kind of like the main identity behind Metroidvanias, and they're like sort of linked to exploration. That's what kind of like draws me from them, if that makes sense. What gets me back in the game though is the combat, is the quality of life with laying down, checking a map when everything else, the little things. The little things draw me to the game, and the fights. So one game that actually, let me read your message first. Yeah, I relate. I take breaks sometimes. I'm switching between Silksong and Deltarune right now, so I don't get tired of them. Yes. I'm going to change conversations real quick, and then we can go back to this Metroidvania stuff and how it talks about YouTube. I like that idea of like the dichotomy of switching games and then coming back to them. I used to do that a lot more. Now I need to get back into the swing of things because I had to take a break because of college and whatnot. But I had this like good rhythm of like either Xenoblade Chronicles or Persona 5 Royal for like my RPG. And then if I wanted something a little bit like a little mix of strategic but like in real time responses, like a roguelike, I had Binding of Isaac there. And then if I just wanted a break from both of them, if I just wanted like a mind cleanser, I would play something like Pokemon Pokopia, or something on the lines of like one where I didn't have to think as much, like a Minecraft or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was on the top of my head. I think I had a combination at one point where it was Persona 5, The Binding of Isaac, and Slay the Spire, or something like that. One of those. I just like the combination between having a game with a very rich, like, storytelling aspect to it, and then one that's not. Like, they just cover, like, different parts, like, they itch different parts of my brain, if that makes sense. There's one big Metroidvania thing I noticed in my first Silksong playthrough, is that there was a ton of super hard stuff, so I went backtracking for upgrades and it actually helped. Lol. Nice! I don't know if you guys have ever played other Metroidvania games, because obviously the big ones are from Team Cherry, but there are two that I've been looking at, because the idea, going back to the Metroidvania Hater Challenge, is I want to play 3 games. I want to replay Hollow Knight and Silksong without the help of chat. Or maybe I'll have the help of chat, but the whole idea of replaying those 2 games is to kind of familiarize myself with Metroidvania games, because it's been a while since I've like played Hollow Knight from start to finish, and it's obviously been a while since I started Silksong from the beginning. After all, I'm still trying to get to Act 3. But I would replay both of those games from the beginning to their first ending, their bad ending, if you will, just to a ending, right? So I do that, and then after that, then I would play a whole new Metroidvania game that I've never played before and try to beat it. So, like, there are two games that I was thinking of. The first one I was thinking of is Nine Souls, but I think Nine Souls is, like, less of a Metroidvania and more of a boss, like a boss killer, more of a combat-based game, which I like, but it kind of defeats the purpose of my video. Because the whole point I'm going to make with that YouTube video is what I just talked to you guys about, is how exploration is difficult for me. So that's why I would want to try out this other game that's very well known called Ori and the Will of the Wisp, I believe is the first one, whatever the first one is. And I'd play that one for the first time, give my honest reactions, and kind of explain myself as I play the game. It'll be like an interesting challenge, because I gotta figure out what parts of it I want to make it challenging, if that makes sense. Because I feel like a lot of these sort of YouTube ideas, they need to have some challenge behind them. So maybe I'll add like restrictions to Hollow Knight or Silksong. But that's kind of like the whole narrative I want to tell with that video. It's going to be like a combination between an actual challenge and like a video essay, where I'm explaining what it is about these games that make them great, what parts do I struggle resonating with. The biggest example is the high hall areas. I left off for the end and I actually got Chakra to help me in the fight, and that was a peak moment, especially because Chakra's my favorite NPC. That's fair. That fight was pretty nice. I don't know if it's that specific fight or if it's one of the earlier ones in the beginning of the game, but just that idea of an NPC coming to help you like beat up some foes, that's really cool. I haven't seen that before, or at least if I have seen it before, I haven't seen it in a very long time. So I thought that was very cool. But yeah, that's kind of the whole general idea of what I was thinking for that challenge. And that one would involve both Hollow Knight and Silksong. And then the other one, if you're still there, Jonar, the other challenge I was thinking of actually relates to one of my college classes I took. One of my professors studies ludomusicology, which is called the study of play, the study of music and play. So in other words, think like video game music. And so there is a article I had to read for one of his classes. It was from Thomas Yee, and it was called Godslayer tropes in video games. So basically what that meant is in video games where you had to kill a god or a godlike being, there is common musical associations that come with it. Like a lot of times when you're dealing with a god, you'll hear like the church hymns or that sort of holy feeling music. And in a lot of games where there's a mortal defying said god, you may hear other rebellious elements like rock being involved, which I think is pretty cool. And so this would be another combination between video essay and video game challenge, where I would be beating 4 video games. Right now I'm just thinking 4 that cover 4 different categories of Godslayer tropes. Because Godslayer tropes, in his article from Thomas E., gets broken down into multiple categories depending on what sort of god slaying is going on. So there's a classic one where it's just like a mortal defying a god. There's one where it's like good overcoming evil. There's one called Alien Divinity, I believe, or something alien related, which is where a piece of alien or technology gets treated as the religion or the holy godly part of said video game or world, right? And then there's another one which is called Seizure of Divinity, which is where a mortal gains the beings of a godlike power. Like they get god powers basically. And the last one is Pantheon variants. And as soon as I heard Pantheon variants, I was like, oh, Hollow Knight. Holy sounding music or absolute metal, that grim is, yeah, no, literally. And that's something that I would talk about in the YouTube video. I'm thinking of how I want to have it structured, but I think I want to have Pantheon 5 at the end because there's so much detail that I can talk about. Because I obviously wouldn't just be doing Radiance, Absolute Radiance. I would be doing all of Pantheon 5. I'll be doing all of Pantheon 5 again, and then I would cover some of the bosses. It'll be an interesting combination of how much detail I mention and how much detail I don't mention. I would just have to figure out how to have it structured because I'd want to make it like a digestible 15-20 minute video. And if I'm covering like 4 games, you know, that may be a little difficult. Xenoblade Chronicles would probably be the first game. I feel like I would want to do that one first in the video just to give everyone a general idea of what the video is about. And I'd have to try to find a way to explain it to the point where people don't get like turned off immediately. They're like, oh, he's talking about some RPG. He's not talking about Cuphead or Hollow Knight. So I'm thinking like it would be structured as Xenoblade Chronicles first to talk about the article and establish what it is. And then Hollow Knight is, I guess, gaining godlike powers, you know, the whole Lord of Shade things. Yeah, there's a lot of different interpretations. That's one of the big things that I will mention in the article too, is that there's a lot of different interpretations. And so I would advise people to come to their own conclusions, because there's a lot of games that could be considered God Slayers that I didn't use. I mean, God of War is definitely a big one. You could maybe make that with Undertale. Like, that's what I mean when I say a stretch. Like, just based off of the lore and the storytelling in the game, creatures or beings can have godlike powers. So the way I'd want to have it structured is I'd talk about Xenoblade first, get the more boring one out of the way, even though obviously I love that game. Get that one out of the way, and then give people what they want with the Cuphead. Have Cuphead next. I think Cuphead would be the classic God Slayer trope, where it'd be Cuphead is technically the good fighting the evil. So I'd have that there. I'd have to figure out how I'd want to talk about it. So I'd do Xenoblade, Cuphead. Then I'd want to do Halo, another one that a lot of people don't know, but I think works really well for the Alien. The Alien, oh, my camera got a little wonky there because I hit it. The whole Alien divinity thing, because of there's a big ring in Halo, I guess, and I would have to explain it. I need to complete the game to explain it better, but that's a whole thing. There's a whole ring. And I mean, the sound's iconic. The whoa, that whole church hymn was viral for a short period of time. So you got those 3, and then the last one I'm thinking would be Pantheon, because I'd like to add Breath of the Wild in there, because Ganon can count. But I think for time, I like that. Good, yeah. Cuphead, the guy who gambles and does the devil's dirty work. Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Let me see, how do I want to explain it? I guess, I mean, he is being good at the end of the day. There is an evil god trope. Maybe it'd fall more under that category. I wish I had the definitions right in front of me so I could explain it. But I definitely think that's a great point. Also, he could just not do the right thing, too. I'd want to mention that option where you could just choose to be evil. I think this is what I would do. A big part of the article doesn't just talk about good versus evil, but a large portion of it talks about defying gods. Defying gods or godlike beings. I think when Cuphead, or not I think... when Cuphead is given the option to either accept the deal with the devil, to give the soul contracts, or deny, you know, if you're able to sell out and give the devil the souls or not, that option where you're able to say no to the devil and fight him immediately afterwards, that contributes to the idea of defying God, defying gods in the context of the article. So that idea of Cuphead would definitely be a gray area depending on what type of trope I put it under. Because if I try to make the narrative that Cuphead is good, that's an immediate counter. And I may still say that Cuphead is good and then give the disclaimer of, even though his whole idea is he got into this situation because of gambling, that there is a level of good to his character. You know, something along those lines. I would figure out how to word it in the best interpretation possible. Something along those lines. But I think Cuphead would work for the article, and then I think a big reason why I would want to include it in a video like that is since a lot of my audience is here because of Cuphead. I would want that to be a part of it. So, that would be Cuphead. Then I'd go to Halo. I'd briefly explain Halo. We would just do the last mission where I have to take out this ring or whatever and save the world. And then the last one would be Pantheon 5, and that's where I would explain a good detail about the lore. I mean, I can't spend the whole time talking about the lore because it's supposed to be, you know, like a 20-minute video, 20-minute video, but I would make sure to include the important parts. So yeah, that's the two ideas for that. And then I'm planning on bringing back, I don't know, Focus, if you've seen my old Cuphead budget challenge video. But yeah, I made a, here, I could show you. I can show you real quick. I haven't touched it in a while. I would have to practice the game, but let me show you the grid I made a while ago. The Hollow Knight grid. This is one of the videos I have planned, where it's like I would play Pantheon 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and for 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'd have a budget. And I would have to choose charms, choose my combinations, and I wouldn't be able to repeat charms until Pantheon 5. I'd still have to figure out the rules and whatnot, but this is the thing I made. What would Hornet be? She's just trying to do the good thing, but she's not really dealing with evil. Every boss and enemy or most have an argument against them being evil or they're haunted, depending on their territory or betrayed. Yeah, I think that's a great point. Let me see if I can pull the article up here, because I may have the article on my desktop here. Yeah, defending their territory. Let's go to this. Would it be here? Video game articles. So it's a shortcut. Where is the video game articles? Give me 1 second here. What is it in the recycling bin? No way. Yeah, I'll just check my whole desktop. My whole PC. What if I just type in yeet? Maybe it'll just show up there. Because I believe the name of it would be there. So let's see here. Let me reread your question. What would Hornet be? She's just trying to do the good thing. Okay. But she's not dealing with evil. Every boss and enemy has an argument against them. So I'm assuming your question is talking about what god trope would Hornet fall under. So my first question would be, are there multiple gods in the game? Or is there like one big god? Because you're the one who knows the lore more than I do. I haven't gotten past Act 3. So that would just be my question to you. Are we dealing with gods here? Or are they not gods? Hollow Knight and Silksong don't really have evil, just a lot of bad decisions with good intention. Right. There's a bunch of higher beings. Okay, cool. Evil is very subjective in video games, and a good video game like Hollow Knight and Silksong, they're able to present it in that way, where it's not black and white. Depending on the character and depending on the circumstance, though, that being can be considered evil. And I think that's where the discussion begins. Because we would be talking about it from the perspective of Hollow Knight and from the perspective of Silksong. I mean, if there is a being trying to destroy them or trying to destroy others, from that being's mindset, you know, whether intentional or not, they would be evil. Let's see here. I have the article here right now. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find specifically where they talk about it. I guess I'll just look them up. Classic. So nice that I'm just able to pull up this article. Come on. Tell me there's nothing. There we go. Classic. Okay, here we go. Here we go. A provisional attempt to define the Godslayer trope is necessary. Succinctly put, a Godslayer narrative is one in which the final boss or mastermind that the protagonist or protagonist must defeat is the god of the game world. The classic Godslayer trope typically involves the overthrow of a singularly powerful entity who is associated with light, holiness, goodness, and or order. So that big and or there, I think that's a great interpretation. So one more time, for my sake. The classic Godslayer trope typically involves the overthrow of a singularly powerful entity who's associated with light, holiness, goodness, and or order. So it can be someone that's associated with light and holiness, but not necessarily goodness. Let's see. So that's the classic Godslayer trope. Usually receiving the veneration of the game world's residents and portrayed in more traditional roles of deity, such as creator of the universe within the game world's mythos. Thus, the protagonist's decision to oppose and defeat the god is highly surprising to some or most of the game world's residents, representing a disruption of received social order. Small little guy, underrated dude, climbs up the ranks, gets strong enough to the point where they can defy gods and beat gods. And some of the NPCs are like, hey, I didn't think that little squirt could do it. Right, that's why I'm definitely focusing on Hollow Knight instead of Silksong for the Godslayer article. Because Hollow Knight was practically made for this. Let me literally read you the next sentence, bro. Other variants of the trope, such as the Evil God, Seizure of Divinity, Advanced Alien, and Pantheon variants. I mean, come on. Pantheon 5, it was like made for this. So anyway, one more time. Such as the Evil God, Seizure of Divinity, Advanced Alien, and Pantheon variants present a spin on the classic Godslayer trope and further nuance its range of meanings. The Evil God variant typically features a dualistic conflict between a good and evil god, with the good god entreating the protagonist to defeat the evil god. So, evil god kind of involves two. This is the reason why I wanted to do Breath of the Wild, because Zelda, or Hyruleans, or whatever you want to call it, they have that good god in them. They literally have the Triforce. They have the good to defeat the evil. And they do that through Link. Whether it's the Master Sword or the combination of the Triforce, they use those to overpower an evil god, which in this case would be Ganon. Now my question to myself is, how would I make Cuphead? How would I make Cuphead fall into the evil god trope? Is there a good god that helps out Cuphead? Because that just may be the classic Godslayer trope. But it wouldn't be covering light, holiness, or goodness. So I wonder where that would fall under. I definitely have to do some interpretation of it. As the god slaying is considered morally evil and not the sole divine power. Let's see here. Alright, so that's all I have for the evil god section here. The Seizure of Divinity variant involves a non-divine character seizing, usurping, or illegitimately acquiring enormous powers from a divine or transcendent source. So, usually through the narrative. So just lore. Think like a mortal getting the powers of a god that the protagonist must defeat. That one's probably the most simplest to explain. Where's Advanced Alien? In the Advanced Alien variant, the defeated deity turns out to be highly advanced or a powerful entity from another planet or dimension. Yeah. I think that one. I think I explained that one pretty well with the whole alien technology. Like, it's either alien or technology. It's closer associations with science fiction rather than religion. Okay, and then the last one, the Pantheon variant depicts a polytheistic world in which many entities with near equal power share oversight and rule of the game world, and only one or a subset is defeated or killed by the game's protagonist. There we go. Let me reread that sentence one more time. I think this makes a great point to what we're talking about. The Pantheon variants depict a polytheistic. There we go. The Pantheon variant creates a polytheistic world in which many entities with near power share oversight and rule of the game world, and only one or a subset is defeated or killed by the game's protagonist. They're not mentioned to be good or evil. In the Pantheon variant, they're just mentioned to have multiple gods that are similar in power. That would cover Hollow Knight, right? I mean, what do you have in Hollow Knight? You have White Lady, Radiance, PK, the Vessels. A lot of those have that godly power. So, I think that was really interesting how that sentence phrased out. I think I'm trans-little. Very cool. I just wanted to tell a story related to that, so that's consent. Nice. What a crazy dichotomy between what we were just talking about. I thought that was kind of funny. Let's see here, and it says, as in the evil god variant, killing one of the many gods does not bear the same thematic gravity as slaying the whole deity of the game world. And there's combinations of it, too. So it doesn't have to be just one. They can fall under multiple categories. Read your message? Sure, I already read it, but I'll read it out loud. The Pale King is weird. He's really good, just got desperate and made very bad decisions, and all the vessels in Hornet also shade those good genes. They have the urge to protect and help the weaker. Gotcha. So those are the main ones. I guess the only one I have to figure out is how Cuphead falls into it. Because the main thing the article likes to talk about is RPGs. That is big with RPGs. However, I'm not going to be focusing on that as much because I want to make it a video game challenge. I couldn't make it a YouTube video if they were all RPGs because probably no one would watch it. I'm going to look that up real quick and then we'll end the stream. What are the good elements? Beings in Cuphead. I wonder if there's anything in the lore that could explain it. Where the fudge is the one that saves your soul? I have a friend that I thought was a transphobic friend. I think he's nice. He just has some weird takes. He's being supportive of all. Where's the one that saves your soul? I don't know. Protagonist. Bro's got purification powers? I don't know if Cuphead gets Seizure of Divinity. That would be interesting. Although he did give this another Inquest Souls to Devil in the bad ending. Plus not to be canon. Magic Demon's Recklessness. Oh cool, so the evil ending, where's the spell Twister? The spell Twister is nowhere to be found. I guess Twister's not on here. More you know, I'd have to take a look at it. Oop. It's just, it's in the works. It's in the works. Maybe I'll change it later. I'm reading right now to see if there's any lore. I guess it's something I would have to look at later. I mean, thankfully I haven't made the script yet, so. Yeah, there's something there. Alright. Well, great talk, guys. It was really nice to be able to... No. Sorry. I got a weird notification. Internet Explorer was like, do you want to pin this? No. Leave me alone. So, yep, thank you guys for watching. I should be streaming next Saturday, for sure. I don't know if I'm going to stream next Wednesday. I don't know exactly how I'm going to implement this new YouTube stuff, this new, like, sort of regimen I'm putting myself in to get more videos out and whatnot, so we'll see. I don't want to push it yet, though, if that makes sense. But as always, if you guys like the videos, please make sure to give them a like. If you guys are on Twitch, and you guys like the content, following on Twitch greatly helps that improve as well. Keep an eye out. I'll try to have some content out very soon. And as always, y'all have a good day. Okay. Bye, guys.